So here's the tutorial video for the 8 exercises posted in the golf guide that we should be performing before we head on the course and really before we grab any of the clubs and start swinging to warm up. It should only take about 8 minutes, 1 minute per exercise. So it's not very time consuming and you should really get through this pretty quick. So the first one we're going to start with is neck cars. This is neck circles, but they're slow and controlled. We're not just cranking the neck through circles. We're going to start very slow, keeping the body still and just moving through the neck here. Starting going down, looking to the side, dumping the water out of our ear, falling back, dumping the water out of our other ear, and coming forward back into this position. And we really want to find our guardrail through this whole range of motion. How far can I go? Also want to make sure that the shoulders are nice and relaxed. We don't want them up here while we're trying to move. Keep them nice and relaxed. The next exercise is going to be a shoulder car. So this second minute of the 8-minute warm-up is going to be a shoulder car. So we're nice controlled circles. Again, we're not just cranking them here, going like this. Nice, slow and controlled. We're going to start with going palm up as we reach. And as we reach out in front, we should really try to get away from our body here. Don't just keep it close like this and go through. Really reach far away from the body. Turn the hand when we get to the top here. We're turning the hand and reaching back. Nice, slow and controlled. And even when we go down, we're kind of reaching that shoulder down as we go, okay? And then you want to do the same in the opposite direction. Here, just like this. We can even go across the body a little. It's just kind of whatever feels best for you. Really focus on keeping the body still. I don't want to be opening up the body as I do these. Isolate it to just the shoulders. Doing that both ways on both shoulders for that second minute. The third minute is a wrist car. Nice, slow and controlled circle with the wrist. We can do these both at the same time. Sometimes it's easier to focus on one. So all I'm doing here is I'm going to make a fist to make sure I'm not trying to cheat with my fingers. I'm going to lock the elbow in to my side, and I'm going to be making as big of a circle as I can with my wrist. And it's going to be really slow, carving out that circle, and then back in the opposite direction. Just like that. Keeping that elbow pinned here to make sure I'm not moving the arm with it as well. So just like this. Nice and slow. Both directions, both wrists, okay? The next one is going to be a hip car. So what we can do here, slow and controlled circle of the hip. I'm going to grab some support. This can be the golf club. It can be the side of the clubhouse, whatever it may be here. So we're going to start with going forward. I'm going to bring this hip forward. I don't want to be using a lot of back here. I don't want to get here and certainly in the back, all hip, okay? So bringing it forward, out, rotating, and bringing it around here, and back down. And then going back in the opposite direction, back, out towards the side, and around. Okay, so what this looks like from the side here, hip coming forward, out, rotating, and bringing it around. It doesn't extend very much because when we get too far back here, we'll start to jut the back or we'll start to lean forward. Focus it right at the hip. And then going back the opposite direction. Just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just try to carve out that circle. Both directions, each hip. That's going to be that 4th minute there. The 5th minute of the 8-minute warm-up is going to be an ankle car. So what we can do here, we can hold on to something, we can hold our knee up and work through circles like this. You can do this sitting down if you'd like. Working through a nice, slow, controlled circle. Okay, trying to draw that circle with the big toe. Both directions, each foot. That's going to be that 5th minute. The 6th minute, we're going to use the club now. We're going to start getting some rotation to mimic the swing. So we're going to be working on this torso rotation, dissociation. So light knee bend here, nothing much, very light. I'm going to grab my club just like this, And I'm going to lock my pelvis in. That's why I'm kind of wider with my stance, to make sure I'm not moving with my hips. I'm gonna lock it in here, and I'm going to just rotate here as far as my back can, as far as I can go. Just like that. Okay, next is going to be pelvis. So now we're keeping the shoulders still like this, and now we're just going to work on moving the pelvis here. So same thing, side to side. We're going to tilt, just like we're getting into our backswing, or we're coming through on the ball. Tilt, tilt, and trying your best to keep those shoulders locked in. You're gonna get a lot of knee movement with this. This is also gonna help warm up the low back there, get it ready for all that twisting it's gonna be doing. Okay, and then the last one is that same exercise. We're just gonna change it up a little and get into a little split stance and a little hinge, just like this. And now from here, we're gonna work that same twisting motion. So if I'm here, light hinge, twist. Okay, we want to make sure we do this on both feet as well, opening up to both sides, nice and slow. We're not trying to rush through these, but that should be that 8th minute in this warm-up. That is the last exercise right there. You should be good to go. Start grabbing the clubs, getting some swings in before you hit the course.